Have you ever felt like you overpaid for corals? To let you know, the vendors aren't going to be happy when I tell you what I have to tell you. I'm going to show you the method I use to maximize the amount of corals I could get with only $100. Welcome back to the Carib Reefer YouTube channel. Today we're going to go over my method to maximize the amount of corals you could get at any type of trade shows. If it is that you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any content like this. If you'd like to see my method on how I get show-stopping corals at trade shows, go ahead and let me know in the comment box below so that I could do a video on that, helping you guys out. Over the past weekend, I attended Aquashella, Chicago. I made myself a challenge to see how many torch corals I could get with $100. I'm going to show you the method I use to maximize the amount of corals I could get with only $100. Most of you don't know my background is sales. I've been in the sales industry for many years. With that, I've noticed a lot of different techniques being used to sell things. But I've also interacted with thousands of people trying to buy things. So what I've done, I've put my years experience of selling and interacting with people trying to buy things to develop a method in which I could use to maximize the amount of corals I could purchase in one day at a show with the least amount of money. So with this method, the first thing you want to do is scope the area. Whether it is that you go online and see how many coral vendors are going to be there. With bigger shows like Aquashella, you'll notice that it's more geared to the companies showing off their new products. That's what you're going to really see at Aquashella. And then for me, in my eyes, they fill it in with the corals. So I never go into Aquashella thinking the main thing I'm going to see is going to be corals. As you could see, or most of the booths here are for companies showcasing their products. First pass around, I just go around just merely looking to see who is there, not necessarily going and looking at what they have. The second time I am walking around, I'm looking at two things. I'm looking at the corals and the people who are looking at the corals. At this point, I am making a checklist of a few things. One, the vendors who have their prices out. I might like to talk to people, but at this point, I do not want to see a vendor with a sign that says ask for price. In this case, I was going after torch corals. The more structured or organized the tank is, it's the better for me. So as I'm looking through, if I see a specific coral that I would like to target first, say for example, a torch coral with blue polyps, very generic green blue polyps, we all know it. I want to go around and make sure that that booth isn't the only one with that coral. I want to make sure that I have some other vendors to compare prices and the look or the quality of that coral. So after I go through, I make a mental note. Sometimes I'll even take a quick picture of what they have. On my third pass, as I'm going through, I'm looking for behaviors like this. As you can see, you have people with their hands in their pockets. For me, that's a good sign. As you can see, I have a lot of people just hands in pocket as they're walking through. That's giving me I'm not here to buy signal. Second set of people that I want to see are the ones with one hand in their pocket and the other hand out. You might be wondering what's the difference between both hands in pocket or one hand in the pocket and other hand out. What this is signaling to me is that this person is more likely pointing at corals. So if they're pointing at corals, the person selling the corals, more likely they're moving it, they're agitating the coral, the tank, whatever, and it's irritating the coral. Those are the corals I want to target. So the main advantage I find to going to a frag show, frag swap, or any type of convention like this is that you're now exposed to different vendors that you might not see on a regular basis. And I'm going to show you my haul, what I took from Aquashella here in Chicago. So with $100 in hand, I went in. Again, this method is used for tank fillers. This method is not the method you use to get showstoppers. That is a different method that I use to get my showstoppers. This is when you just want to get a lot of corals, still decent quality corals for less. I was able to get a pink polyp torch coral, which was barely opened. Here I have videos of it opening up. I also picked up a blue polyp. And then here, I believe this is a Merlin. It wasn't opening up. I'm still waiting for it to open up to its true potential. Thank you if you've made it this far in the video. Again, if you'd like to see my method in which I get more expensive corals, let me know in the comments below, and I'll go ahead and make that video for you guys. If you're at Aquashella, let me know what was your favorite thing that you saw. Maybe you even saw me there. Until next time, keep reefing.